Hello and welcome everybody to another installment of Iffi Car Reviews. In today's episode, we'll be looking at Altis Grande 1.8 liter version of the Toyota Corolla. Now the 1.8 liter version itself has 4 different trim levels with price ranging between 2.1 to 2.4 million rupees with some additional charges and taxes as well. This is the 2016 model Altis Grande 1.8. Let's take a closer look now. Now speaking about the looks of Corolla, I would have to say that this shape marked a big design change for the Corolla. There are two main types, the North American type and the international shape we see here in our review today. This is the more conservative of the two, but personally, I will say that North American shape is much more attractive and sportier. The shape that has been released for Japan, Hong Kong, and Sri Lanka can be seen in the new imported 2017 Axio and the Fielder. Toyota China has also released the Gonchki Toyota 11 and the 11 Hybrid, which has the looks that are a mix of both North American Corolla and the international one, and is also a good looking one, but that's the Chinese version. Like I said earlier, this Corolla is the more conservative of the Corolla variants. It's not to say that it's not good looking thing, but it could have benefited from the design styles of the other variants, especially the US version. Still, it is by far the best looking Corolla in a long time with its aggressive lines and unique front grille. It has design cues from older Corollas in it, especially in the interior where you can see nods to the old Corollas of the 1970s. However, it's all done in a very tasteful way. This Corolla has style that is really eye-catching and it has been the best-selling car in the world through 11 generations now. Now let us check out the interior. You can lock and unlock the car remotely through these buttons in the fob. Automatic side mirrors, silver accent on the door handles. It has chrome door handles, pockets in the doors to hold your drinks, power windows. The steering wheel has tilt and reach adjustment, and the driver's seat can be moved forward or backward, and it also has height adjustment. So drivers with different heights should be able to find a comfy driving position. The interior of this Corolla may not be the choice of everybody, however, overall finishing is good. It is offered with two airbags, and now it is equipped with immobilizer security as well. If you notice, this dash design is a bit boxy, however, the controls are well laid out. It has design cues from the older Corollas, as you can see nods to the Corolla from 1970s. This top of the dash has soft touch material that makes it feel good. Overall, it is all done in a very tasteful way. It is spacious and functional. I would say that this newly designed interior is a step in the right direction. Now let us start up the engine. You need to insert the key, turn the ignition key, The Altis Grande features a three-spoke leather-wrapped steering wheel with sufficient amount of bolstering that provides better grip and hence better feel. It has multimedia controls on the left and multi-information display controls on the right from where you can change different settings. It has airbag in the middle with Toyota emblem and silver accent down below. It has these paddle shifters and this cruise control as well. The Altis Grande features a 2-gauge cluster with colored multi-information display for trip computer functions. It has simple and easy to read instrument cluster with speedo on the right and ref counter on the left. The temperature gauge has been integrated into the ref counter and fuel gauge into the speedometer. There is a multi-information display screen in the middle which shows up different parameters, for example temperature above and audiometer in down below, and you can select between different information you would like to see in the multi-information display screen. For example, eco indicator, or you can go to warning messages. There is no message at the moment, and you can go to the settings to change as required. For example, you want to see liters per 100 kilometer or kilometers per liter. There is a eco driver indicator. You can switch it on or off. This is the switch settings. I won't be changing any settings right now. Color, you can select between different colors. Blue, green. Let's make it blue. The infotainment system has a prominent 8-inch colored capacitive touch interface that has built-in Bluetooth, navigation system, internet ready, Wi-Fi, voice control, MP3, radio, USB, smartphone connectivity with video playback, and there is lots more. It is actually Android based and customizable according to your needs. It also comes up with the reversing camera as well. Down below is the automatic climate control, which is a very good feature introduced in the past year. Here is another convenient storage pocket, a 12-volt power outlet, CVT gearbox. You can also simulate the gears manually through this stick. Handbrake, 2 cup holders for the front passengers, a storage in the console and deep storage in the console, decently sized glove box, overall the ergonomics are pretty well. Overall, it has lots of hard plastic materials used for many of the interior panels, and the build quality for many of the interior bits is not very good if we compare it to the imported Corolla. This is one of my complaints about it and something that Toyota really needs to improve. This Corolla is offered with 60/40 split fold down rear seats with center armrests having two cup holders for the rear passengers. Other Corolla variants are not offered with 60/40 split fold down rear seats.
Okay, another good feature in Altis Grande is that these 40-60 split rear seats can be folded down with pull of this tab to increase the cargo capacity. With longer wheelbase, this Corolla offers considerably more legroom as compared to other compact sedans. Headroom is particularly generous for those who are less than 6 feet long. The middle seat has been made hospitable by having nearly flat floor, which lacks the traditional center hump. Let us check out the trunk space. You can open the trunk remotely through this button in the fob. Press and hold it.
The Corolla has decent amount of cargo capacity, and this wide opening makes loading and unloading of cargo really easy. It has 470 liters or 13 cubic feet of space to offer, which can be further extended by folding the 60/40 split rear seats to fit in more cargo, especially longer loads. Under the hood, this Corolla features a 1.8-liter dual overhead cam dual VVTi engine that pushes out 138 horsepower at 6400 rpm and 173 newton meters of torque at 4000 rpm. The engine is 2ZRFE. It features 4 valves per cylinder and sequential multi-point fuel injection system. It is Euro 2 compliant and it has 10:1 ratio compression ratio. It features electronic throttle control system intelligent. In this case, there is no conventional cable connected directly from the accelerator pedal. Rather, the throttle valve opening is controlled by the ECU depending on the input from accelerator pedal position sensor, whereas the throttle body is equipped with throttle valve, throttle control motor, throttle position sensor, and some other components as well. This 1.8-liter engine comes up with acoustic control induction system that is meant for improved efficiency. Power output is increased throughout the rev band by increasing the effective length of intake path. This also reduces the fuel consumption, and that is how you achieve better fuel economy with 1.8-liter Corolla. Toyota claims fuel consumption of 15.2 kilometers per liter. This 1.8-liter is mated to a 7-speed sport sequential shift-matic CVTi that is programmed to simulate the feel of a conventional automatic when you hit the pedal to metal. This CVTi has been designed for improved fuel economy and power output, and at the same time you get the feel of a traditional automatic, and even you can simulate between 7 gears manually through the steering mounted paddle shifters or through the gear lever in M mode. Well, inside the Corolla, the seating position is a bit high, which is not something to my taste, but fortunately, this Grand version does have height adjustment for the driver's seat, so you can adjust the height of this driving seat according to your choice. But this high seating position does provide good all-around visibility, and that makes the Corolla a very easy car to drive. The cabin insulation is very good and the car is quiet. There is some, you can listen to engine sound at speed, but that's not intrusive. The rack and pinion type electric power assist steering wheel has good response. It feels light at slow speeds, but at higher speeds it feels well connected and it has good response. The suspension is definitely tuned for a comfortable ride even within the city or on highways. This 1.8-liter has good amount of power as compared to the other available offerings, and it is quite adequate to deal with the motorways easily. Torque delivery is steady and predictable. This 1.8-liter mated to a CVT does provide good performance and drivability, and it delivers good fuel economy.
This car is owned by my friend and he claims 12 to 13 kilometers per liter within the city use, which I can see on the multi-information display screen, and 16 to 17 kilometers on the motorway. Now you can simulate between 7 gears through these pedal shifters on the steering wheel. Pedal shifters in a Corolla, fantasy. For the first time I saw pedal shifters in a Mazda RX-8 in 2003, and it was a very good feature for me to have a look at. So the CVT gearbox is a single speed gearbox. It does not have actual 7 gears. It has 7 virtual shift points added to it. Although CVT may not be the choice for many driving enthusiasts like me, and if you are looking for lively performance out of this 1.8 liter version, you may consider the 6-speed manual transmission that offers a more rewarding driving experience. So this 1.8 liter Altis Grande has manual mode in the gear selector, and it has steering mounted pedal shifters as well that actually allows you to shift the gears without letting your hands go off the wheel. It is just a touch on either side, so you do have good control, and you can see the gear change in instrument panel as well. Another good thing is that the gear shifts are lighting up fast. So this makes you feel a little bit athletic, especially when driving on a winding road and changing the gears through pedal shifters. Still, Corolla may not be an exciting car to drive for many, but for its intended purpose, I would have to say that it does its job very well and it is more than capable. And I would have to say that it is the most reliable and affordable piece of transportation in compact sedan segment. The Corolla has a wheelbase of 106.3 inches, whereas body length is 181.9 inches, width is 69.9 inches, and the height is 58 inches. The Corolla comes up with these 15-inch aluminum alloy wheels wrapped with general tires, which most people get rid of by replacing them with some Japanese branded tires such as Yokohama, Bridgestone or Michelin for better performance. It comes up with McPherson strut suspension up front and torsion beam in the rear with disc brakes all around. It has ventilated discs up front and solid disc in the rear, and it comes up with ABS, brake assist and electronic brake distribution system. So, if you are looking for a compact sedan that is extremely reliable, durable, that is easy to live with, that is suitable for motorway use and village roads, that has good interior space, good cargo capacity, then Corolla is it. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this video, please leave a comment and stay tuned for upcoming reviews of new cars.